Welcome to Sleepover with Yuri. I don't think I'm going to bed anytime soon tonight because I have my favorite girl in the world over here with me tonight from all the way from down under, Sarah Gousse, everybody.
I can't reach you.
Okay, it's okay.
Oh, yeah. The distance is so huge between us.
First of all, I love you.
Thank you. I love you too. I love me too as well.
Quick question. Are those real?
Yes, they are. Yes, these puppies are real. I can't afford to pay my rent, let alone get plastic surgery. So this is what God has given me.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you.
You look absolutely stunning. I'm not a lesbian, but I would be for 2 seconds with those two. 2 seconds with each.
Or you could be a straight guy as well. I mean either or.
We'll talk about that some other time. So Sarah, thank you for coming over.
Thanks for having me. I'm really glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you here.
This is fun.
So tell me what you're wearing. What is the style?
This is a vintage negligee. I actually don't wear any pajamas to bed, so I sleep totally butt naked.
Okay.
But I couldn't wear nothing today, so I thought I'd put some sort of thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for worrying about my feelings.
Oh my God. Okay, it's not that. My body is amazing.
I'm girl shy. I'm girl shy.
Yeah,
I'm girl shy.
Right. All right. No, and I've got some cute little vintage shoes on that I kind of wear around the house.
Okay.
And whenever I get ready for bed or I put a mask on, there you go.
Okay.
Cute little pearls.
All right. Yeah, I love that.
Thanks.
What size are you?
I'm an 8.
Okay. Maybe I'll borrow some size.
Okay, sure. You do.
Sarah, let me ask you this. I've known you for quite a minute.
I know.
You always have this interest in style. You look like a doll.
Oh, thanks.
Where's the style from?
So it's very pin-up, very 1950s, 1960s. I grew up watching a lot of old Hollywood films, so I fell in love with all of the actresses like Judy Garland and Liza Minnelli and all these incredible performers, and they just had these big doe eyes and these beautiful lips, and Marilyn Monroe as well. Marilyn Monroe is my favorite. So that's kind of where it comes from. Yeah.
Hey, well, the reason why I wanted you to come over here, because, I'm all about immigration, immigrants, and I want to empower immigrants. So you're one of my favorite immigrants in the world.
Am? Oh
you
my God,
are,
yay.
absolutely.
Thanks.
I met you years ago, fell in love from the first sight.
Aww.
You have this absolutely beautiful, gorgeous persona and energy.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Keep them coming. Keep on giving me compliments.
I ran out of words.
I love
out of
it.
words. My vocabulary is down. But listen.
You are an immigrant, so I mean.
I am. Yeah. So you came all the way from Australia.
I did.
I always say that, immigration kind of started, the famous time for immigration was potato famine.
Right.
And, people came because they had hunger, they were hungry for food.
Yeah.
Immigration today, immigrants are hungry for whether it's food or fame or equality or money or whatever it is. What were you hungry for? Why did you came here?
That's a really good question. I was definitely not hungry for food. We do have food in Australia. Lots of really good food.
Well,
you can tell that I don't suffer.
I was
going to
say, but I was like, should I go that far?
Oh yeah. No, I was really hungry for more opportunities for what I do, and I love being Australian. I love being from Australia, but as a performer, there really are a limited amount of opportunities available, especially to people who look like me, who are curvy and plus size. I don't know if you noticed, but Australian actors kind of all look the same. They're all quite tall and leggy and blonde.
Okay, like Nicole Kidman. Yeah. I never thought of that, but yeah.
Oh, I think about it all the time.
Resentment.
But, yeah. No, I don't think it's resentment. I think it's more just about, empowering everybody and being able to give them opportunities to follow their dreams. And that's all I wanted. I just wanted a fair shot. Oh, you have some moisturizer there?
Yeah,
okay,
you
have
some?
some. Yeah, sure.
I always moisturize.
Okay, yeah, me too. I bought some face moisturizer as well.
Okay.
And some eye gel and some serum so you can look really young.
Let's have a little spa.
I was going to rub them over here, but I think that might.
Okay, you do that. I want to see that.
I don't know if this is the type of show that you're going to go into.
Listen, it's whatever gets the audience. So if you do that, I'll appreciate it. I mean,
we need some Vaseline over the lens and some 70s porn music in the background, and then I think we'll be cooking with gas.
Okay, I can arrange that. I'll also edit the editor girl. We'll throw in some pictures. Don't worry about that. I got those too.
Okay, all right, awesome.
So you are a performer.
I am a performer, yes, yeah.
What do you perform? What are you, actor, singer? What do you do?
I kind of do everything. I started in the theatre a long time ago, and I did amateur shows. I played Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz, which is so much fun.
Oh, wow.
Back in Australia, very, very amateur, but it kind of made me realise that that's is what I want to do. I'm a singer as well, and I wrote my own cabaret show in Australia, which went really well. And this is where the look kind of comes from as well, because cabaret and burlesque are very much about lingerie and makeup and just feeling really sexy and feminine, in my opinion. So I really loved doing that, and it was a really great show. It was hilarious. It was really funny. I loved it.
Well, I mean, if you say so. Well, listen,
Bitch.
I mean, I can really trust you. Listen, how big were you in Australia? Like, were you famous at all, or just one of the?
Not at all. I wasn't famous. I mean, in my own kind of community, I think I was. I wasn't on any TV shows or anything like that. And I think it just goes to show that, I mean, I came here, I really hustled, I really worked hard, and I got some really good opportunities. But I think back in Australia, I was just focusing on my own show, because they're really, to get an audition for a TV show or even a professional theatre show, you do need an agent, and to have an agent, you have to have gone to an acting school. So it's very limiting. Like, it doesn't really open up the market for people who maybe can't afford to go to acting school or don't have the opportunities to, get an agent, which is, it was frustrating, but I had a lot of fun being creative. And I think necessity is the mother of invention. So if something isn't working, then you just have to try something else.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, whatever it is, I'm happy you're here anyways.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
I'm happy that I met you.
Thanks. But it's been tricky. Like, you're probably gonna ask me, like.
I'm gonna listen.
Okay.
This is like a long night. It's gonna be a long night, and
Do we have any wine that we can drink? God, I'd kill for a glass of wine.
I have a bottle in the fridge.
Do you?
Well, I mean, it depends on how you behave. Listen.
I'll do anything for a glass of wine.
You have some tea.
I do have some tea.
Yeah.
I do have some tea.
So Sarah, okay, what I remember from you telling me, you had like business going on in Australia. You, I think, sold a house.
Yeah, so I was married. I had a wine importing business with my husband. We had a house full of stuff, and I also had my show as well.
So hold on, let me just stop you there. So you are from Australia, which is one of the most developed countries in the world.
Yes.
You had a wine business, you had a house, everything, and you sold it all.
Yeah, you're like,
just
why
to come
did you do
here?
that? Yeah, people have the same reaction when I tell them, and I think people don't really know what. I mean, I was very lucky as well. I'm very fortunate. I grew up with a loving family. Actually, I didn't. I just remembered.
Make
my
up your mind.
Make up your mind. We can cut that. But, cut. No, I was very fortunate. I was able to create, and I was able to live in Australia relatively stress-free. But it wasn't enough for me, because I wasn't able to pursue what I wanted to do. And I had a business, and I had a house and everything. And that, for me, when you realise that material possessions aren't the thing that is most important, your priorities shift a little bit. So
well, also, it's like, I feel like the priorities and what we want in the beginning is to have a house, to have food, water, money. Once we have that, that's when we try to get, spiritual balance in life, or love, or create creativity.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm trying to understand, if you had it all in Australia, what were you hungry for to come here? Were you hungry for fame or for creative? I don't know. I think fame is a byproduct of being really successful. Like, fame is going to follow you if you're really successful in the theatre or in film and TV. It's just kind of what happens. I wasn't really hungry for fame. I thought about what it would be like to win an Oscar, or I did. Which doesn't count with fame at all.
I mean, no, of course not.
Just an Oscar.
Nobody knows people who win Oscars. I would dream. I would think about what I would say. I would, memorize my Oscar speech, because as actors.
Oh my God, you really have? You've done that?
Oh yeah, everybody.
Oh my God.
I think every actor has that sort of conversation with themselves. Like, what would I say? What would I wear? Like, who would I bring? This sort of stuff. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just the delusional one. No, I know other people do it. I do know other people do it.
That is so interesting.
I think you have to project what you want, because the business is so tough. Like, you are in a business of constant rejection.
Right.
So it's like not the best for your self-esteem if you don't have tools to kind of help you get out of that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I making sense?
But listen, let me ask you this. So, what was the struggle? Do you have any struggle at all? Because I know that as an immigrant, I had a lot of like struggles.
You mean to come here?
Yeah, to come to the United
Sure.
States. What was the biggest
course.
struggle for you as a white girl from Australia with business and a house
Yeah.
back home? What was your struggle?
I think personally my struggle was my marriage. So when I came, my marriage wasn't in the best situation, and it just kind of exacerbated it a little bit. So I think New York is one of those cities where it either makes you or breaks you. Makes you or breaks you. Edit that out. So I came here with these dreams, but also with a lot of personal baggage within my marriage. That was really tricky. So I'm separated now. So it's just been a really long journey. Financially, I think it was really tough.
The financial is like the biggest struggle.
Oh my God, it was. So I came on a student visa, which was really cool. I got a partial scholarship to study acting. But when I went for my other visa, it was $8,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. American, which is a lot of cash.
That's like what's really weird for me. I mean, I know it's ignorant and it sounds very
No.
discriminating. I don't want to discriminate other nations or other countries, but ignorant me back in the day thought, why would an Australian girl,
Yeah.
white girl from Australia, pay $8,000 to come here?
She's
I mean,
crazy.
she's the same, like, you know what I mean? But it doesn't matter which country you're
Doesn't
from.
matter.
You're from a different country. That is
Yeah.
something that took me some time to realize.
Yeah. I mean, as I said, I'm very lucky. You know, I came here, I can speak the same language.
Yeah.
Which is, I can't even imagine immigrants who come here who,
I know.
I mean, it's like,
Not me, but.
I think it would be such a struggle. And I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to be here.
Let's switch the subject for a second.
Sure.
Let's talk about sex. So,
Let's talk about sex,
who
baby.
is invading your private territories today?
My down under
Down under territories. Or maybe you're invading someone's territory. I don't know. You look like a girl with two guns, like in a little.
Oh,
you know,
like-
you could be a little aggressive.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not
so-
complaining. Dating is so weird though, Yuri. It's so weird. So I've been separated for like 4 months. And it's just super weird. Like, I'm on these apps, and what I don't understand about guys is that, first of all, can you just choose a photo where I don't have to search who you are in a photo of 6 people? I'm like, why do I have to do this work? I'm tired. I'm 35. I'm like, I'm getting old. I don't want to have
Yeah,
to.
it's like leave math back in high school. Who wants to do
Seriously.
math these
And
days?
like, why would you put a photo with girls, like other girls, on unless they're your sister and you've specifically said, this is my sister. I don't want to see you with other girls. That's ridiculous.
So wate, are you dating anyone right now, or just?
I mean, I'm dating a few guys. I'm also dating some girls.
Okay.
Yeah, so hey everyone. So I've always been really attracted to girls, and I've always known that I was bisexual.
Okay.
But now that I'm single, I can actually really embrace that part of myself, which is really fascinating because it was, asleep for so long. And I'm still learning about how to kind of move through the world as someone who is in the LGBTQ community. But it's fun. I'm having fun. I'm having safe fun. Sometimes unsafe fun, but you know what I mean. But unsafe fun, that's kind of fun, it's kind of safe at the same time, if you know what I mean.
So, hold on. This is something
You're
new
like,
to
I
me.
don't.
This is something new to me because, like, when I met you, you were married to a man, and you guys been together for like ever since.
We were married we were together for 12 years. So 12 years, yeah.
And by the way, just to let you know, everything we're talking here, that's just between you and me. It's no one will, So it's just you can tell me whatever.
Oh, you mean?
Nobody's. It's gonna be just between you and me.
What do you mean?
It's not gonna come out.
This isn't going to be on TV? What?
I mean, that's
Why am I even here? God damn it!
All right, let's. All right, you got. I think you got the cameraman excited there.
Hi.
Okay, we have a man in the house. All right,
we
it's
do.
gonna be a long night. I'm
It's
telling
going
you.
to be a long night. I
All
need
right.
some gin in this
We
tea
should
or
put some
something.
condoms on the table.
I've got
Oh,
some
wow.
actually.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to be safe.
Who do you think I am? Why you brought condoms to my house? All right, but anyway, so the girl is a new thing. Or you've been attracted, but you never tried with a girl?
I had a couple of experiences before I was married.
Like college?
Yeah, college experiences.
We've all been there.
Right, we've all been there.
Oh, all been there.
Have you had college experiences
I never
with
went
girls
to
too?
college. I mean,
Right.
just kidding. No, I did go to college, but I mean, I made out with girls. I mean, like, you know.
How was that experience for you?
It was
Weird? Were you like, this is so weird?
It was just very like, you know, I felt it was very bonding. I felt like, you know, it's interesting.
I think what I've learned is that we're kind of conditioned to have this one type of life, you know. If you are married, then you can't be exploratory, you know, within your marriage, or you can't see other people, or open marriages aren't, you know, they're kind of taboo, and all these things, like all these kinks and all these things that we want to experience and want to kind of delve into are taboo because we've been told, no, you have to be with one person, you have to get married and have kids and have a family and all this sort of stuff. So that was tough, yeah. Because I was raised Catholic, which is, oh my God, so repressive and just all about guilt and shame, especially around sexuality. And I was like, this is weird. Like I don't feel like you know how it is.
So it's just interesting, just out of curiosity, when
Sure.
you're right here to New York and you're still trying to be an actor, singer,
Yeah.
super soon, is it true that, you know, like about the couch auditions and all of that, like where people try and take advantage of you for being like an Australian, you know, girl trying to be...
Busty lady.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have any experiences like that.
Okay.
It was very, very, you know, tame, and yeah, I didn't have any bad experiences like
Well,
that.
you're a kind of girl, listen, even though like I know to me you're like absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, but your personality, Sarah, it's just like you bring so much joy into the room. Like
Thank you.
I'm just so happy to know you. Like I
Thank
really
you.
am. I really
That's
am.
really sweet.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, do you want some chocolate?
Speaking of sweets,
Do you want some chocolate? Let's have some
do that.
chocolate.
Let's
All
do
right,
that.
let's put this on.
I'm actually went cold turkey and sugar a couple
What?
minutes ago, but
You mean a couple of minutes,
I'll
like
relax
today?
on sugar right now. Yeah.
A couple of minutes. So this is
So
like
listen.
with sea salt. It's
Thank
so
you
good.
for bringing chocolate. Listen, so
Yeah.
question is,
One
where are
piece?
you now with your creativity, with your career? Are you still, what are you doing? Like, how, are you a singer now? Are you an actor? Where can we see you? What are you doing?
So I'm actually focusing more on writing now, which is really
Okay.
exciting. So I've written a pilot for TV.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really exciting. I'm really proud of it. Do you want to hear what
Yeah.
it's about? Okay. It's a musical comedy set in New York about two Australian women.
Oh.
This girl right here,
okay.
who stalked Tina Fey and Amy Poehler to pitch them their idea for a web series. Ta-da! Pretty fun.
I mean,
mean-
you said it, yeah.
Your reaction doesn't tell me that it's fun, but I don't really care what you think.
I mean, really, but what is it about it? Just tell me more.
So it's more about like, it's really quite interesting that we're talking about immigration because it is really about two friends from Australia who just try and live in the city as foreigners, who go through all of these things like opening up a bank account, which is like
Oh my
really
God, yes.
fucking difficult. It's so difficult just to open up a bank account. I'm just like, I don't get it. Trying not to get, deported or trying to earn money and not, like
Getting an ID.
Getting
like
an
all of the- oh my
ID.
God, yeah, I forgot about those
all
things.
this. Yeah, it's tough.
Even just getting the first credit card, oh my
my
God.
God.
The things that people take for granted, for me, it was like, my first credit card, $300.
I had the same one, Capital One.
I'm not
the same
sure.
one.
One of those.
those.
It could be Capital One or Chase, I don't know. God, but yeah, thanks for bringing that up. I forgot
Sorry,
that.
did I?
Yeah.
I triggered you.
Yeah, you
I
triggered some sadness.
Have some more chocolate. That's
Yes,
how
thank
I
you.
deal with triggers. I just eat more chocolate.
All right. And sex, right?
And sex. I
Well,
mean, not
okay.
anymore, but
We should have brought a guy with you or something.
I should have. just brought just left him behind the couch. Where are we going to put a guy here? There's no room. We've got popcorn. We've got face
I
and
know.
everything.
I'm a foodie. I'm good with I'm okay with food.
I love food. That's why I'm so slender, And baguettes, croissants and baguettes. But it was beautiful. I was working at a restaurant. I made new friends. But Paris is tough. The French are tough. They're tough nuts to crack. They like creme brulee. You just have to hit the top.
Okay.
Because they're a little bit hard, but then underneath they're kind of gooey when you get into them.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
A
They're kind
little
of
bit.
nice and sweet and gooey after, but you have to crack that lid, and that lid is tough to crack.
Okay. Sounds like
Now I
French.
want
Sounds
creme
French to me.
brulee.
Sounds
I want
French to
creme
me.
brulee. Can we get some creme brulee?
I mean, we'll get some food. I mean, after. Are you like? Do you eat at night?
Oh yeah, I eat any time of the day.
Oh my god, I snack at night. I'm like during the day, it's like I don't have an appetite, and then like at night I start pigging out.
Oh, see,
Are you
that's
one
the
of those girls?
No, I just eat all the time. I
just
don't.
eat- okay.
Yeah, I don't have. I have an appetite all the time.
Okay, well those two need like they need some nutrition. You gotta keep those up. You
I gotta keep those up. Yeah.
Can you like flex them? Can you like play with them?
I mean, I could, but I don't know if it's appropriate.
I mean, I've seen it all, Sarah.
You've seen it all.
I used
You've
to have a
seen it
TV at home. So, but listen. I mean, what else are you doing? Just writing? So you're not really performing, or?
I'm not really performing at the moment. It's a little bit tricky. I'm trying to, get ahead with.
I'm sorry. I think the cameraman is trying to talk to me.
Oh, sorry, what?
Did you say something?
No.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. All right. Sorry.
How's it going? Is it sounding all right?
What's that? Very good. I'm talking to myself. I'm sorry. I'm just so
It's okay. It's all right. That's fine.
No one's in the room. It's just
I
you
know.
and me.
It's just you and me.
In my
chit-chatting.
penthouse apartment.
Oh my God, I wish. My apartment.
You wish
is-
to have my apartment?
No, I wish I had a penthouse apartment. You don't live in a penthouse apartment.
What do you think this is? How do you think you got here?
Okay, what's
A
the
doorman, elevator downstairs. You forgot already.
What's the green screen going to be like?
Are you drunk? Are you drunk?
God, I wish
Do you
I
not
was drunk.
remember my doorman, the elevator?
What doorman?
How did you get to my apartment?
Are you?
How'd you get here?
Are we acting now? Okay, sorry, we're acting.
Okay. All right, Sarah.
It's a
Thought you were an actor.
beautiful apartment.
Thank
It's a
you.
beau-
Thank
you're
you. Don't you
welcome.
like it? Do you like the
I love
view?
it. I love what you've done to the place. It's gorgeous.
I have a decorator. It's not
Yeah,
me.
you do. You have
Welcome.
to give him my number, whoever it is.
It's a shame.
It's a shame.
I can still give her your number. I forgot. You're playing for two teams
I'm
now.
playing for both sides.
I mean,
it
it's New
really
York. You
opens-
have to want to survive.
I mean, you gotta,
You might as well.
It makes the dating scene like so much more open because now I've got like double the amount of people I could see,
Well-
girls and guys.
Okay.
I mean, why not? Why not?
I mean,
YOLO, isn't that what the kids say? YOLO.
What is that?
You only live once. Isn't that YOLO?
What?
It is. You only live once. Why do I know this?
I don't speak Australian.
This isn't Australian.
This is an American.
Drake the rapper. YOLO.
Siri, stop. Sorry.
Oh,
That was Alexa? That was Alexa.
Alexa, play Drake.
There's just Alexa in my apartment. There's no cameraman because this is not a show. This is our actual apartment sleepover. I mean,
Okay.
and if it was a show, I'm on a budget. We wouldn't have a cameraman. But it's good to have Alexa.
We're on a budget. This isn't even routine. Like,
I'm on a budget,
This-
girl.
you know.
Girl, this is a budget show.
I love it. I'm writing, I've written the pilot, this TV pilot, which I'm really proud about. I'm actually pitching it at the moment. I'm also writing a novel. You might like this. It's an erotic fiction novel.
Okay, you sold it.
I mean,
you sold it. Everything
hello.
has, erotic in it.
Listen, it's gonna be fun.
Wait, so you have two
So
projects?
I've got a few. So I've done this TV show, like this pilot. I'm pitching it now. I need to finish a few things to have the whole package.
What do you mean? Talk because I'm not.
Oh, sorry,
Pitching.
sorry.
What do you mean pitching?
Pitching. So when you
Like
have
pitching?
a show, like
Like what's pitching?
pitching to pitch.
Okay, doing what? What's
Oh,
that?
so like when you pitch a show, it's like you kind of tell people what it's about so they can pick it up.
Who are you telling? Which people?
network.
Are you like me? Are you pitching me right now?
No.
Is that what you're doing? You're
'Cause you're
pitching
not
me.
gonna-
You're pitching me
I'm
right
not
now.
gonna
Is that
pitch.
what you're doing? You just came here to pitch me.
Oh, do you have money and a network?
I have a couple of cents in my bag.
Okay,
Why?
no, that's not gonna work. I need
Okay.
people with money and a network.
All right,
I
so
need
you're looking
network
for people with money.
Yeah, I mean they need to invest, so that's why I'm pitching it to places like, ideally I'd love someone like Netflix or Hulu to pick it up, Amazon too. That'll be really exciting. Anyone that can just believe in it as much as I can because it is quirky. It's a musical comedy. Musical comedies are a little bit harder to sell. So selling is like pitching, I guess. Pitching is like selling. That's what I meant to say.
Okay,
So I'm trying to sell it.
When you say pitching, like to me, it's like I don't know why I have like this connotation of
Not
like
bitching.
sex. Pitching.
Pitching? What do you say?
Yeah, when you say pitching, I feel like it's just like you're doing something sexual. Like you're
I don't know where
pitching.
your mind
Like you came
went.
here to pitch.
Yuri,
Like,
no.
So you're pitching rich men or women?
I mean, no, like people in the industry.
Okay, and you guys are pitching, or you're pitching them.
Pitching, yeah.
You're pitching them.
I'm pitching them.
So how do you pitch them? Do you go?
How do I pitch them? Well, most of,
like how does
why
it
do
work?
you make everything sexual? Oh
And
my
I'm just
God.
like, I don't know, maybe it's because like your boobs are in my face, for God's sake.
I know, they're beautiful, aren't they? No, full form.
All right, so how do you pitch?
So most TV people are in Los Angeles.
Okay.
So I've done a few Skype pitches. So I've gone on Skype and I've got like 10 minutes to sell them my show.
Oh.
So basically, yeah, I have like a 2-page summary of the show, which I've written, and it basically tells what's happening in the pilot and then what's going to happen in the next couple of episodes for the series. So it's like an overview, and I just have to sell the show basically. So that's my goal at the moment. That's my baby. That's what I'm working on.
So let's say there is a goal. Like your book is coming out, the pilot gets sold, whatever. When do you see that happen? When am I gonna have a friend who's famous, who's rich and famous?
I don't know.
Never mind. Let's talk about sex again.
You're
more.
like just like forget about you. No, it's just like it's such a long process. Like I've been writing this pilot for about 2 years and finessing it. Yeah, I just edited another copy of it yesterday, and it's a long process. Like I think, and that's why being creative is so tricky because you have to invest so much of your time, but you're taking your time away from earning money and living.
Yeah.
And that's why you need to live in a small studio with cockroaches and mice. But I think it's like, I've also changed the way that I look at things. Like it's not about like the money anymore. It's just about like finding the joy in what I'm doing. Because if I'm keeping on focusing on like being famous or, or winning that Oscar, I'm not being in the moment. I'm not being present. So that's what I'm trying to learn now. Are we going to do a mask?
I want to do a mask. You brought those.
I did.
I mean, is that like a? What are you trying to say? That you're trying to say that I need a mask?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Bitch.
I mean.
Yes, you do.
All right.
It's a hydrating sheet mask.
Okay. Let me. Okay, it's dripping. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to help you. Okay, come here. I'm going to help you.
All right. I guess I do look a little tired, right? I mean,
you look great.
Immigration's tough, you know. It's like it wore me out. I mean, let's. All right. Do I look cute?
You look so sexy.
Do I?
Yeah, I want to eat your face off.
Okay. All right.
So hot. It doesn't stick with your beard though. Damn you and your beautiful lush beard.
All right, so I know what I'll be on Halloween now.
I'm pretty vain, so I'm not going to put a mask on because that means I'll have to take off my makeup. Although I could put it on for a second. Should I put it on?
I mean, it's up to you. Listen, we're going to bed soon anyways.
Says you.
All right. Well, anyway, so why don't you put the mask on and we'll go to bed. Thank you so much for
having
coming.
me.
Of course. I mean, listen. I mean, to come back again.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best luck with your book, with your pilot. We're gonna keep our eyes open for you and for those two. Yeah, just totally.
This is I'm
sorry, I'm having a spa moment already.
I think I look amazing.
You look fabulous. You look gorgeous. All right.
Like the elephant man.
Do you want to just sleep on the couch today? I just sleep on the couch. Let's just cuddle. Let's just cuddle and sleep on the couch. Come here.
Okay.
All right, just get here with popcorn. All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
It was a sleepover with Yuri and Sarah.